Feminism was the biggest mistake in history.
Yes, I do agree. Feminism is one of the biggest mistakes that have happened in history, and also one of the biggest mistake that I also think is a mistake is many women being a whore thinking that they'll find a nice husband. Let's hear this video.
You can't spend your 20s having a hoe phase and expect that there will be good men waiting for you when you're done. We live in this culture that celebrates women putting off commitment until later. Like, your 20s are meant to be sleeping around and partying. Average age of settling down, getting married, having kids, those are all becoming later and later. Women who get married young, have kids, they're told that they're naive, that they're missing out, that they're like wasting time. You need to live for yourself first. All those like catchphrases that we use. A lot of women listen and they go through these phases during their 20s, but then the narrative shifts when they hit their 30s and they look around and they're like, wait, where are all the good men? Like, you just can't find a good man. The dating scene is horrible. You hear women complaining about that all the time, and nobody wants to be honest about that phenomenon and what just happened. The dating pool isn't static. It doesn't just stay the same. People form relationships, people get married, people have families, and they get out of there. Men who are stable and intentional and want something serious, they're not just like in this untouched pool waiting for later. And of course, I know there's gonna be people that are gonna comment and be like, well, I met my soulmate after decades of partying and it was like, he's an amazing guy that was just waiting, or I know so-and-so got married in their 50s. Okay, those are like exceptions to the rule. That doesn't usually happen. If you don't wanna settle down, you don't wanna get married, whatever, this message isn't for you, but the people who actually want like good, decent men and who want to build families with these men, they're not just sitting around waiting for later. You're not going to get into your 30s and be like, oh, the great men, they're here waiting. No, they either A, already got married and settled down with someone, or B, they haven't found someone yet, but they still have very high standards and they're not going to settle for somebody who has been partying around for decades and then now wants them. They'll just go for someone younger. A lot of women don't want to hear that and they don't like that, but it's the truth, whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, I'm about to move on to our next video. Most women don't want partnership, they want to be worshipped.
Most women don't want partnership, they want to be worshipped. And female ego can be just as destructive, if not more destructive, than male pride. A lot of women unknowingly are cultivating a relationship where the entire emotional environment revolves around them. Their emotions, their insecurities, their emotional needs, their wants, their desires. And so your man in the relationship is secretly drowning. I'm gonna give an example of what a lot of men feel when it comes to being with their prideful wife, right? Their egotistical wife. It's like being in a relationship with someone who is always looking in a mirror. Right? They're never looking at you, they're looking at themselves. He's there, but you're looking at what you see that you're lacking, that you want, that you desire, that you want to change for yourself. You never look at him. And this is where the constant criticizing and nagging comes in, because as you're staring at yourself in the mirror, you're like, ugh, look at how I look more tired. Because you kept me up all night working on X, Y, and Z. I don't have the same body as I used to when I was younger because I got with you. You see how my nails aren't done? I'm looking at myself in the mirror. You see how my nails aren't done? That's because you're broke. You see what I'm saying? You're in a relationship with yourself, sweetheart. So eventually your good man starts to change. You grew resentment. Because resentment grows where appreciation doesn't exist. And I'm going to speak as a wife myself, right? A lot of women are in love with how a man makes them feel. They're not truly in love with the man. So when it says that a man who finds a wife finds a good thing and receives favor of the Lord, it's a woman who cares about that man's soul.
What I got to say right now as a man, if you find a good woman, keep her. What I got to say to the beautiful ladies, if you find a nice man, keep him. Now we're going over to the next video. Why do unhealed women lose good men?
I'm going to talk about how unhealed women lose good men. And this is going to be biblically explained because some of you didn't just randomly lose your man, you exhausted him. And the thing is, nobody really wants to talk about this because modern relationship culture tells women that if he left you, it's because he was never a real man. And that's just not true. This can be said for women too. If you're constantly being interrogated, controlled, evaluated, pressured, all the time. A relationship with you does not feel like peace, it feels like psychological warfare. And somebody in a relationship with someone like that can only feel like they're feeling for so long before they emotionally and mentally check out. And one thing that we have to talk about is us women will call it communication. I was trying to communicate with him as much as possible. He wasn't letting me in, he was withdrawing. But it's not communication, it's anxiety. I'm gonna tell you right now, your anxiety was controlling the entire relationship, because if you was watching his tone, analyzing his movements, interrogating him, testing him emotionally, withdrawing to see if he chases, and that's actually your fear manipulating love. And remember, the Bible tells us that a foolish woman tears her home down. I'm gonna give you an analogy, right? When it comes to a relationship, it's like a fire, it's like a flame. Me and my husband literally were looking at a candle, but if you constantly criticize it, you constantly doubt it, you constantly try to manipulate it, control it, all of that stuff, eventually the fire starts to burn out. When the fire begins to sizzle out, right, it's not because it never burned, it's because it couldn't breathe anymore. Literally, we're suffocating it. Now, if this convicted you, good. Okay, because ego wants you to be in defense mode. Conviction means that you want to change. So you can learn so much more in my instant guide, Why Your Relationships Keep Falling Apart, and it is in the link in my bio.
And this video that we're about to watch and listen to is the reason why every good man need a good woman in their life for the weight or the heavy weight that life bring towards them sometimes. You need that.
This one is for the men. Hey, handsome. Real quick, because a lot of men forget this. You deserve a woman in your life who is going to pour life into you. A lot of us do not understand the amount of weight that men carry each and every day to make things happen. And I want you to know that you are powerful. The energy you carry and the way you speak is attractive. I just want to say how proud I am and congratulate you on continuing to push through each and every day. Thank you for everything that you have done. And thank you for showing us also how to continue to be strong. I think men really hold the strength. And sometimes we forget how strong you are required to be in this world with the amount of weight that the world throws at you. But you do it effortlessly. Keep going.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you read this far in the video, thanks for watching, thanks for your support, thanks for the time that you take out to watch this video. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, leave your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. I'm out.